All right, what is going on, guys? I've got Chris Green in the house with me. We are live on YouTube. We are live in FBA Today. We are live on my own personal page. So, what is going on today? Today, Chris and I are going to chat a little bit about finding and acquiring hot inventory, exclusive inventory, how to make sure that you know deals are coming up, and just going to wrap for a little bit, answer any of your questions, things like that. So, what's going on, man?
Dude, I had so much fun today, which is we did a mixture, I would say, of online arbitrage and retail arbitrage,
It
right?
was the hybrid model.
It was definitely a hybrid model where like you could place the order online, but then if it was an in-store pickup, which for some things, yes, I will do the in-store pickup so I can get it faster or so I can kind of lock it in. Because if you place an online order, there's always that potential that maybe it doesn't ship, right? Like you can't force them, like, hey, your order's canceled. No, it's not. You need to ship it. Like, no, like I get all the time. Like you place a price mistake from Amazon are the typical hey, sorry, we detected a pricing error and this item will not ship. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to roll with it.
I had that happen not too long ago.
But I'm excited that more major retailers like Target and Walmart and Best Buy have updated their systems to like be accurate with their in-stock inventories, allow you to order online, and like it's actually going to work instead of like I used to call on retail stores, and if the computer said they had two, that meant they had one on display and the other one was probably stolen. So they didn't actually have anything that you could buy. So like the counts weren't always right, but now the counts are generally right. You go to Walmart with your little app and say, hey, I'm here to pick up my thing. They bring it out and you're on your way. Like, I'm impressed. Like, and this is so much more convenient to do this kind of online arbitrage ordering and retail arbitrage pickup without the rush and the got to get to the next store. And I know there's other resellers out there, and I know this is a hot toy, and as soon as someone sees it's going to disappear, and that's all gone. I just went to 2 Targets today, went in with my ID. The second place, I brought my ID in. They didn't even ask for it. They said, what's your last name? Green. They didn't ask my first name. They asked for nothing but my last name. They went in the back and gave me a bag, and I said, can I walk through the store with this? And yeah, that's fine. So I went to the store. I looked at some of the other toys and then walked out. Nobody said a word about anything. And I was like, this is great. Like, yes, I had to go to the store, but I wanted these today. And the product that we're talking about, in case anybody's wondering, and we'll give you guys straight up inside scoop. This is available on Amazon right now. Depending if you're watching this on replay, it might not be available. This is on Amazon right now, $99.99. It's kind of I don't know how you're going to lose money on this. It's a very, very popular product. It is sold out pretty much everywhere. Amazon didn't have it this morning, but they kind of came in stock in the afternoon. And everybody else, to my knowledge, is sold out on it, but they will come back in stock. So keep tabs on it. Set up alerts. We did a short video yesterday about Slick Deals alerts. They all went off like 2:30 in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. And then I wasn't awake at 2:30 in the morning, but by the time I woke up, they were still available. So I placed my orders. I went and picked them up and got home in time to do all my other calls. And it was fun. I had a fun day doing this today. And I think people don't know how good they have it compared to old school OG style retail arbitrage.
Oh man, I remember, this was back when you could like do thrifting and stuff and sell it as new on Amazon and not get shut down over one little complaint. But I remember going in there with just the seller app. I had no idea Keepa even existed. I don't even know if Keepa was around when I first started.
No, Keepa's fairly new. And in the grand scheme of things, it's fairly new.
Yeah. So I'd go in and I'd look at it and I'd say, oh, okay, well, I see what the bestseller rank is and I see I can make a profit. Well, let's cross my fingers and hope all this information is right, and I'll take it back and I'll sell it. Nowadays, I mean, we know that this Mario Kart is top 50 in the video game category on Amazon as of right this second. It's dropped from 1,100 in video games earlier today when there were only resellers on the listing. And I would imagine that this is just going to keep on trucking, especially through, Christmas is right around the corner. So people are going to want this for their kids. And I would imagine that their inventory cannot be unlimited for Q4. They're going to have to run out.
What Nintendo's one of those companies that I think they like to run out, right? Like they're almost. I don't know if you remember the Wii when the Wii first came out, and like Amazon used to send like Amazon was trying to get the Wii in people's hands and like give people a fair chance of getting one. They used to text you when it was going in stock, and then you would go to the computer at a certain time, and if you could get one, I mean, I got them to flip. I got them to flip, and also I would have family members say, "Hey, can you get me a Wii?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know a way to get to get those," and I would give them that cost. Like I wouldn't charge my family members to do that. They would always try to like give me a little extra. I was like, "No, it's cool. Like it's not a big deal." The things Nintendo. I don't say maybe they do. I suspect they actually intentionally thrive on limiting the market to keep their products hot and in demand and people talking about them and people searching for them and all these things. This is a Nintendo product, and it's a lot. It's not just kids. There's plenty of adults who play on the Nintendo Switch and they play Mario Kart, and this just kind of hits a lot of the right points for being a very popular toy. Now, is it going to be at an $800 flip? No, I don't see it going that high. There is a limit where people are like, no, bro, we'll wait till after Christmas to play that.
Exactly. I could see this if everything aligns properly. I could see it being like a $249 flip.
Sure. And if you can get both, right? So there's two versions of this. There's the Mario and there's the Luigi. Now, if this what's this incredibly popular, do they make additional? Do they make a Bowser, and do they make a Yoshi, and they make something else? Maybe. Right now there's only two, so if you want to have a different one, and I don't know if Luigi is in short run or if people are just kind of buying them up because they want to have that different one. You can play up to 4 players at a time on this. But with only 2 characters, and it's like, so people are going to want to have that variation. So I definitely see an opportunity to bundle them and do a Mario and Luigi combo pack, and maybe take 20, 40, 50 bucks off if they just buy 2, make it nice and simple, ship them together. It's certainly something you could sell on Facebook Marketplace. Doesn't necessarily have to be Amazon and FBA. But yeah, and there's other stuff coming out from Nintendo, and there's so much to talk about here. And even it says you explained the difference between a sales rank on Keepa, and there's probably some people saying, "What the heck are y'all talking about?" And that's one of the things that you teach in the online arbitrage challenge is how to read Keepa graphs. Keepa is they keep track of pricing data and sales rank data, which shows how popular an item is, how fast it's selling, the sales velocity of an item. And if you can decipher that information, you can make better buying decisions, which means you'll put yourself in a better position to make lots of money and not lose any money. But it's that data that we have today is insane compared to. I mean, I just want to tell stories about how bad it used to be over and over. But I don't want to take up the whole show with that. But they're like everything. I guess other stuff back here. The Baby Yoda stuff is back here. Everything back here is sold out on Amazon, except right now you can get the Mario Kart, which I'm not like, who's that guy, Jim Cramer or whatever, like tells you to buy stocks and stuff. Like this is kind of a no-brainer buy. $99.99. I can't imagine it goes below retail. All signs point to it being sold out everywhere that you go. Or hey, just keep it for yourself, right? Like I'm have to keep myself from letting the kids play with a couple of these.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. My son has not seen it yet, and I don't think I will let him see it anytime soon.
Yeah, that's probably a good strategy. The thing that happened today that I was almost in shock of, and I don't think I realized at the time, the more I think about it, the more powerful it is the fact that so many more stores, and it's probably a little bit of an advance of, Target and Home Depot, not Home Depot, but Walmart trying to keep up with Amazon, right? So that what can we do? Can we bring stuff, how can we make it easier on the customer? And I've been impressed with their store pickups where I get it quick and I go into Walmart thinking this is going to take freaking half an hour just to have to pull the item. No, it's already ready. It's in a bag. It's taped up. Like they have a good system there, and they get me in and out. And when I was doing heavy retail arbitrage, this is back in Texas, all the Home Depots that I would go to, and I knew the stock counts, and I would call the stores ahead of time because Home Depot has a pro desk, right? So they have things like for their pro customers where they will on occasion go and pull items for you. So you call them ahead, say, hey, I need 10 of these. And those guys will pull it. A regular store associate's not going to pull it. Someone just working the floor at Target's not going to pull anything for you. So sometimes Pro Desk would pull stuff for me. So I could go there, check out, get on with my day, like in and out, because I'm going store to store to store because it's a super hot deal. They would not pull from store to store. right? Because typically I was buying clearance, and you can't store transfer clearance, which I found out after all the stores like, oh, I'll just transfer that in. No, you're not going to transfer in clearance because you're going to transfer it in at the current price, which means your store is going to lose money, and they're not going to do that. But these stores wouldn't do it. And I would actually be in stores checking out, and I would hear people, the pro desk would answer the phone, and it would be someone else asking about that item. And I was like, oh man, I got here just in time. And that happened to me today. I picked up I ordered 2 sets of 2 from one store. It was kind of an outlier store, which is another kind of bonus tip for anybody. This is kind of like an online to retail arbitrage kind of hybrid model that we're talking about. It was a little bit farther away, a little bit of a smaller store, not in the major areas. And guess what? They still had stock because people are still lazy, and they don't think. I think they just go to the store instead of like checking online. So I placed 2 orders there. So I got 2 Marios and 2 Luigis.
Nice.
And as I'm walking through the aisles, I hear someone come up to this other toy associate who I've been talking to just a little bit. Like they had the Go Flamingo, and they Gotta Go Flamingo, whatever that is. They had everything in stock. Everything that's going to be hot was in stock at the store. And someone came up and says, "Hey, I'm looking for 2 of the Mario Kart Luigis." And the guy's like, "Oh, you have to go check with electronics." And I'm like, "They ain't got them, bro.
Sorry,
they're sitting in my car already." I checked out, put them in the car, and then came back. They don't want to walk through with 4, Mario Karts. And like that used to be what you had to be worried about. You had to be concerned about that other reseller right on your tail. And now it's like, I'm gonna sit at home and I'm gonna these 7 targets have it in stock. I'm gonna place 7 orders. And you know what? It's raining out. I ain't gonna go out today. I'm gonna go pick them up tomorrow. Or you could probably, I guess you could probably hire somebody to go if you gave them your ID or something and say, "Hey, here's $50. Drive around for the afternoon and pick up my stuff for me."
The great thing about Target is when you order online, you can say, "Hey, this person is coming for me." I've had my wife go all the time. I'll order something and I'm like, "Babe, can you go get that? I really don't want to deal with it. I don't want to go out in public." And she'll go pick it up for me, no problem. I just put her down as the other person who can pick up orders, and you can do that. You can do that.
I could cusp.
Yeah, I could make that. It could be you. I could be like, "Hey, I ordered this stuff, man. I put your name down. Why don't you go pick it up? At your local Target."
This is getting into like too good to be true, and we're here giving all this information away publicly, which I don't mind, but I feel this is kind of like a hybrid model, the online arbitrage model with the retail arbitrage pickup. And some of these stores will ship to you now. I have less confidence until I'm proven otherwise, but I'm less confident they're going to ship it properly from the store level. Like this is a retail store, not a warehouse that's, designed to ship products. Not saying they can't do it, but I'm not sure. I would almost be more comfortable picking it up. And of course, if you save the money, if you don't have to pay shipping, there might be a little advantage in that. But could you imagine just sitting there and having a VA or something place all these orders, and then someone else goes and picks it up? You're like, man, I don't have to place the orders. Or if you want to place the orders and have someone else pick it up, you can have a whole service that just goes around and picks up arbitrage type product orders. It's all there. This is an amazing new kind of hybrid model that didn't exist before. And part of this is in response to the pandemic and COVID, where there's contactless delivery. I mean, I drove up and it was raining and I went inside and I was like, oh, I should have tried like your delivery. They have like parking spots right in the front, and there's nobody parked there because it's only nobody's using it. And I was like, oh, but then you guys would have had to come out and I would have felt a little bad, they had to walk out my products. I was like, yeah, I can come in for that. But it just got my mind spinning with all of these new ideas and opportunities.
Oh yeah. I actually just did that for boxes today. I ordered I think 50 boxes from Lowe's, which is just right down the street from me. I ordered it this morning on my phone, while I was doing other things. And I get a text message. They're like, "Hey, it's ready." I drive up to the little parking area and I call them, and they bring out 50 boxes and throw them in the bed of my truck. And then my shipper brought all the boxes inside, So, it really is, I don't know. It's the game is different. It's still fun. I still get the thrill of the hunt, but it's not, I'll be honest, going into stores sucks these days. You gotta get the mask on, and if you forgot the mask, then you gotta You got to take the walk of shame all the way back to the car and get your mask, and then go back in. But I mean, we can literally just sit here at our keyboards, and I mean, you get product anywhere. I could have my dad go pick it up. I could have, he's in Ohio, I'm in Florida.
You could check the Ohio Targets.
Yeah.
Place orders, and then say, "Hey, pops, I place these orders. You need to go pick them up. You'll make money. I promise."
Yeah.
Dude,
I'll sling you $50, man. I'll sling you $50 if you go do this for me, man.
Yeah, do it. They do it for you, or they do it for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like there are so many times where if a store has the ability to look up remote zip codes, and it's something super hot, I will look up the zip codes where I have friends across the U.S. just in case it's there, and be like, bro, Fort Lauderdale Home Depot has this in stock. Fort Lauderdale, because I used to live in Fort Lauderdale, so I know that zip code off the top of my head. So I'm like, let me check if Fort Lauderdale has them. Let me check if Irving, Texas has them. Let me check. And just, you don't know a zip code, you just look it up. Right. I used to actually go on my Facebook friends, like, who lives in this area? Just in because, like, for Pete's sake, it was like a good enough deal. But if it's far away, like, I couldn't do anything with it. But now it's kind of crazy. You could sit there and say, no, my home store is in Dayton, Ohio. Tell me what's up, and start placing orders for Mario Karts and all this stuff, and someone else can go pick them up for you. Or, let's say you pick them up, they pick them up for themselves, and you kind of network with your own kind of Bolo mastermind type group. And
yeah, that's one of the huge things that I try to preach as much as I can, and I try to put it in practice too. Giving a lead away. Maybe you can't sell it. Maybe you don't have the capital to sell it. Maybe you're blocked. Maybe it's outside of, all kinds of reasons.
Yeah.
Don't ever sit on that. Give it to one or two of your friends, because that's going to end up coming back around and paying itself off in spades later on down the road. I would step out on a ledge and say that doing those kind of things has been maybe the number one profitable thing in really any business I've been involved in. Just, being willing to share with other people rather than just sit on information.
Well, hopefully people see it from like the altruistic view of like, okay, yes, it makes sense to do good, whether you believe in karma or not. But if you want to just look at it from a surely logical, practical point of view, is there a downside to sharing something that you are not going to do at all? Is there any downside? Okay, no.
None.
Is there a potential upside? Yes. Then do it. Do it for that reason only, because that potential upside is for you. You can do it for selfish reasons, right? Like if you're like, why would I ever do it? Because you're going to benefit. You will benefit. I don't know how, but it's not going to be zero. It's going to be positive. But people just kind of have to try it, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't believe it, just try it once, and I promise, just one time, it'll come back around.
Or don't do anything new and see if anything changes. Right? Like
that too.
I guarantee nothing will change if you don't do anything different. But who knows? We can only recommend. I feel like my camera's off because my chair doesn't look even. It's like messing with me. So the online arbitrage challenge, I say this will be the third one that you've hosted.
Yes.
This is the first like official Q4 online arbitrage challenge. And now we're talking about this, fairly, I mean, it's kind of been there, but we haven't really explored it. The kind of this hybrid model of online arbitrage you can play. So to me, it is more of an online arbitrage thing because you're locking in. Like you're able to do that online. Now, do you have to go to the store to pick up? Yes. But for Pete's sakes, you can pick up anywhere in the country now.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, if you and I went and did some retail arbitrage, that we'd have a good time. However, we have no idea walking into the store like what we're going to come out with. And I'm sure that you, just like I, have walked into a store and we've hit nothing. It has been an absolute airball. But with this model, you get to absolutely know ahead of time, and there are no strikeouts along the way. Maybe they are just singles, but you don't have to worry about striking out totally. And someone in the chat brings up a good, you can have it shipped via Instacart.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I've thought about this. I should probably give it a try. I know that I joined Walmart Plus. I think that's what they're calling it, because I wanted to give it a shot, and so I've ordered groceries from them. I don't like keeping like perishables for very long, couple of days. So I've ordered groceries like twice in 1 week from them, and they don't have that dialed in yet. So, so I'm not sure if I want to get stuff, for selling on Amazon yet. But once they dial that in, I am incredibly interested in being able to use the Walmart Plus to flip things on Amazon.
Dude, when I was in Target today, I saw someone with the Shipt T-shirt, SHIPT, and I'm wondering if they will pick up like existing orders, because I think what they're normally there for is like you give them a shopping list and they'll pick everything up for you. Like I
Yeah,
don't think you're actually placing the order with Target and then they go pick up from Target, but it might
right.
be something that they could do, or they certainly should. Like
I
let
mean,
me order because I want very specific stuff. I don't want bananas and broccoli and Cocoa Puffs and substitute Count Chocula if they don't have it. Right?
right.
Like I want these, this quantity of this specific item or nothing.
Yeah, if we're just spitballing, ideas here. There's a place called TaskRabbit. It's an app, and you can
Oh
hire
yeah, they've been
people to
around.
do just about anything. I left some things at my brother-in-law's house in San Francisco. I fly home, and I'm like, bro, I left all this stuff at your house, and he's like, well, I'm not gonna ship it to you. So I hired someone from TaskRabbit. They went, they picked it up, they boxed it up, they shipped it to me, and I paid them a fee. It was like $30 because it was an hour of their time. You could hire somebody from TaskRabbit, have them go out, pick up all your orders, drop them off, pay them for driving around, and you don't have to do squat. And I'm sure that there's family members and friends, and maybe an Uber driver who doesn't want to deal with the public one day and would rather do something for you.
This is, yeah, my brain's just spinning, dude, with these new ideas. 'Cause, like, the game has changed, right? Like COVID changed the game.
Yeah.
Uh, Amazon's forcing Walmart and Target and Best Buy and all these retailers to step up and innovate has
Hmm.
changed the game. And it's kind of just consumer behavior. Like people, like, yes, just let me drive up and throw in the back of my truck. Like I know what I want.
Yep.
I don't, save me from coming in. Like I'm on my way. I'm coming to Lowe's, but have the boxes ready. I'm gonna drive up, just throw them in the. I'm not even gonna stop. Right, I'm just gonna roll through. Just throw them.
Throw them in the back.
That's kind of where we're going, and it's what I believe. This is what customers want, and the retailers are like, hey, if the customers are happy, we don't really care. Like,
And really, to be quite honest, it's got to save them money. And this is probably something we don't think about, but I would imagine that even though they may not be getting the foot traffic that they're used to, people, and people aren't necessarily going in there and showcasing their stores, which is, yeah, let's be honest, it's what a lot of people are doing at Target or Walmart or Best Buy. You're going in, you're showcasing, but I know they have it. I know that I can get it today, and I don't have to wait 2 days, or I don't have to wait for
that's
the
an
post office
advantage.
to lose it.
Like
That's their leverage.
I've
You
said this
know,
for a while about Walmart. I mean, Walmart has 5,000 stores, and like 90+% of people live within 10 minutes of a Walmart or something. But Walmart doesn't. Like, if I say, "Hey, I want this product," Walmart can't be like, "Hey, we got it," but there's just no way for us to actually find it and get it to you. Walmart or Amazon can get it to you faster than we could find it and get it to you, despite the fact that we are literally 10 minutes away.
hmm
But if they could update, if they could use technology to figure that out, then they are going to be quite lethal, because there are rare times. And there was one year, I think it was last year or the year before, I went to Best Buy 3 times in a year, which for me
hmm
is rare, right? Because
hmm
I'm like, I'll just get it from Amazon. But I wanted it that day. And I was
yes,
willing to pay more, and I was willing to spend more time, actually go to the store. So like Best Buy served its purpose. So these other stores can do that and be like, yes, you can have this today, and we'll give you a nice experience. You can come to the store, we'll deliver it, or something. Like my Baby Yodas came from Walmart, from a Walmart delivery. Like they have their
hmm
own little fleet of trucks now, instead of relying on UPS or something else. I don't know if it came directly from like local store. I didn't actually check, but I could.
that would be fascinating to know.
Yeah. Like, the store should be able to ship. Like, they should be like, I should be able to go on my phone. Walmart knows where I am and say, I want this product. And Walmart should know the closest store, how fast they can pull. Like, Amazon knows how many minutes it would take from me placing this order to have an associate go and pick it.
Yes.
Like, they know if that order can go out today, or if no, we don't have time today, it's going to ship tomorrow. Like, Amazon knows that data. Walmart, I hope, is getting in that direction. So they can say, hey, we can have somebody pick that and deliver it today, like within 6 hours. Like, that'll earn my business, right? But if you can't, like, don't give me the runaround and just give me this nonsense where I'll just go get it from Amazon. So it's good for the consumer to have all these additional options. And I love the chat is awesome. We got people in Canada and in the UK wondering if they can do this. It's like, yes, of course. Yeah. You can be anywhere in the world and tell the Target app or the Target website that my local zip code is 33304 for Lauderdale, Florida, and start shopping in the Targets in Florida, and then have somebody go and pick them up for you. I want to write another book about this now.
Right. I actually have a friend in Mexico. They have family in Texas, and they will do this exact thing. They'll have family in Texas go around to these stores, pick them up, pick up the items, and then send them into Amazon for them. And they, of course, they pay them. One of the more recent examples of my own is I actually did hire someone back in Ohio. I said, hey, listen, I need these products. I will tell you exactly where they are. Unfortunately, this was a store that doesn't offer online ordering for in-store pickup, but they do have excellent inventory tracking. I was able to say, this is exactly where things are. They picked them all up, and then they were able to ship them to Amazon for me. Or actually, we merchant fulfilled these. So it was even more of a little hybrid model. But we merchant fulfilled them to all the customers.
That's insane, dude. This is so, like, the more that we're kind of talking this out, the more evident this becomes that this is kind of like the new way of doing things. And it's not entirely scalable. It's still gonna be limited to geography in a sense, right? Like, you're not gonna be able to go to every possible store. I mean, it would take a lot of, you could buy out the entire country, but you would have to manage an absolute fleet of of people picking up your stuff and like, oh, who's this guy? Is he the guy that's in Missouri? Okay, yeah, okay, the Missouri guy, yeah, go pick up these two stuff. But it's manageable, right? It's all just data.
Yeah. Now you've got my wheel spinning. Is there's got to be a way to create an app so that you could manage all of the shoppers that you hire, and even if it were like gig work, if it were like Uber, if it were like DoorDash. But you're able to hire these people who their only job in this, gig is to go pick up items and then either ship them to you or ship them to Amazon, and that's all they do. That would be a lot of fun to build, and I would imagine that for the right people, it would allow them to really expand the inventory that they get. I know that a lot of sellers, and I've known a lot of sellers, and there are some sellers who used to road trip across the entire country just scouting one product,
Sure.
at a Walmart, and you can essentially now do this without ever leaving your house.
Dude, you could place all the orders and then just make this map of like, okay, this is where I'll be for the next 3 days. Because these are all the stores that I'm gonna get. But the inventory is there. So I mean, when I placed the orders today, I waited till I got the notification to say your order is pulled, because that's where there is a potential to place this order. And hey, we live in the real world with physical products, and numbers are off and products get damaged and lost and stolen. If I place the order and hey, someone grabs it off the shelf and checks out before their order system goes and pulls it, it's possible that I get an email saying, hey, I know you ordered 2, but we only pulled 1. Or hey, we couldn't find it. Like, maybe they lost it for whatever reason. But as soon as I get that email, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not worried about, if I go there, someone else is going to buy it. Like it's insane to me to think that I could place orders at 30 different targets on a predefined route. And as soon as I get all the emails, I can almost just cruise and be like, I'm not even in a rush. Like, yeah, I'll get there when I get there. Dude, they'll bring it out to your car. You don't even have to go in the store.
Yeah,
This is insane, dude. We need to add. So for the OA challenge, so I know we're like spitballing a little bit here. This is kind of on the spot. I say whoever joins the OA challenge, this third OA challenge with specific Q4 advantages, we talk way more about the hybrid arbitrage model and what you can do so people can be super, super early on this stuff. Because as good as this is, it's also anybody can do this. Like it is
absolutely
also wide open. So it's about knowing which products to buy, which products not to buy. Right now, the stores are full of all the hot toys. The stores that I walked through today, I'm like, that's going to be hot. That's going to be hot. I'm surprised to see that many of that thing. Who the heck is going to buy this thing? That's way overpriced. But it's all there, right?
Yep.
Which means it's all orderable on the app. And as soon as you order and get that email, just sit back and then go pick up all your loot. Yeah. So whoever joins the OA challenge, this third one, we need to add some specific training for the hybrid arbitrage model and just get everybody. I mean, this for fourth quarter. Are you kidding me?
Like, it's like taking candy from a baby.
It's too good.
It really is. And now I'm not going to say don't do this on a regular basis, but worst case scenario, if you do this and then let's say Amazon comes in with 5,000 in stock, you could cancel the orders. Now, please, this is why stores don't like resellers. So I am not telling you to do this, but if you're out of pocket $5,000 and it's your last $5,000, I'm not gonna judge you for it. But there's gonna be some really crazy easy money by doing this because different things are gonna pop during the holiday shopping season, or something is going to go viral. We're in a time when have you seen the coffee Koughy, okay, like coughing, all right? There's a plush or an action figure called Coffee, and it is a what is it? It is a COVID thing. It's like a COVID plush that went viral.
That's a Pokemon.
Is it?
There's a Pokemon called Coughing.
Oh, okay.
Well, all he does, he just runs around going coughing. I think it's I don't know many Pokemon, but I know this random one because he's so like, what the heck does he do? He walks coughing. That's all he does. You find him on YouTube. It's crazy.
But something, we're in a contested, hot political season where things could go viral at any second. Someone says something stupid, or does something stupid, or whatever, and something goes viral, and there's TikTok stuff that goes viral, and all kinds of places where you can take advantage of the eyeballs that are on a product. And then be able to attack quickly.
Yeah, I hope people are as excited about this. It's wide open.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that during the OA challenge, and we'd be remiss.
That's new too. The first and second OA challenges, we weren't talking about this type of arbitrage.
That is true. So we'd be remiss if we didn't talk a little bit about the OA challenge. We do a 14-day online arbitrage challenge. It is I am literally live in your face for 14 days with content and question answering and all of that stuff. We've got a group so that you can network, you can make new seller friends or reacquaint yourself with old seller friends. We've got bonuses. I mean, Chris has got, we send out Chris's, trying to see where it's at here.
Oh, I got it right here.
There it is. $99, 460-page online arbitrage Bible gets sent directly to your house if you buy it. We've got all kinds of extensions, discounts. We've got a discount to Keepa, that's like pulling teeth.
We're the only ones, I believe, in the entire world that have a discount to Keepa.
It is like pulling teeth.
But in respect to Keepa, they hooked us up. And it is so, understanding a Keepa graph is worth the price of admission. Not understanding a Keepa graph will cost you thousands of dollars. Understanding a Keepa graph will make you thousands of dollars. So it's a little bit of a big swing when you understand the Keepa graph. And
Yes.
the way that you explain it in the Keepa training that you provide in the OA challenge just makes it so much easier to be like, oh, I get it. I get it. I understand what that means. I understand where the opportunities lie. I understand where, hey, don't buy this because I can tell what's happening here. I can tell that the popularity has waned a little bit. I can tell Amazon's back in stock all the time. There's so many things you can learn to make good decisions and prevent yourself from making bad decisions when you can actually read the data. But it's a little advanced. Like it's not made for the casual consumer to be like, why do I need to understand the history of sales rank? Well, the casual consumer does not need that information, but the seller does.
Exactly. I had a fascinating conversation with a graduate last night, and they sell a lot of wholesale, and they compete with Amazon a ton. Now, in arbitrage, there's a lot of times when I'm like, I don't want to deal with competing with Amazon. It's just not something I want to do. But because of what they were able to learn about Keepa, they have now expanded, I want to say by 25 to 30% the number of ASINs that they're on with Amazon and selling through on a regular basis because of just one small little tweak in the way that they look at a Keepa chart. They've been able to bring a ton of new SKUs that they would not have before, and they're doing it profitably and selling things very, very quickly. I loved hearing that personally. I didn't know that they had brought that many new SKUs to their business.
No, it often only takes one little change to really change, have big results.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got someone here. How long are the sessions? So I'm going to be completely upfront. They are scheduled for an hour. However, Chris and I said that we were going to go for 30 minutes, and you can see that we're at 45 or 36 minutes so far. We tend to get long-winded. I also want to make sure that everybody's questions get answered. So I've never gone over the 2-hour mark, but I have hit the 2-hour mark on several occasions, just to make sure that everybody understands the material for the day. But typically, on average, I would say 60 to 90 minutes is how long the sessions are every single day. There are 2 catch-up days that are built right in to the OA challenge. Now, I'll be honest, I typically go live on the catch-up days to see if there are any questions or anything like that folks might have as they're maybe catching up or thinking about something, and that those usually go about an hour, and then it's a lot of fun, a lot of information. But you get access to it forever. We don't take it away. You get the bonuses, you get everything. It's yours to keep absolutely forever.
Yeah, and the software bonus is like $3,000 worth of software bonuses of trials and everything that you need to streamline your online arbitrage kind of research process. And yeah, that alone. But it's really, I just did a call today. It's supposed to be an hour call. I've kind of changed it to be an hour and a half because they've never gone shorter than an hour and a half. Today went 2 hours and 15 minutes. And it's because people still have questions. And some of the students started to kind of think like, hey, I hate to ask another question, but I always tell them, if I'm still here, it's all good. If I got to go, I'll go. And if you guys got to go, it's okay if you guys got to go. But if I'm good, I will keep answering your questions, because if someone has a question that's preventing them from taking action, preventing them from moving forward, I want to answer that question for them, because sometimes it's something very, very small and simple. Once they have that answer, they're like, oh, that's all I need to know. And then they can move forward. And as coaches and as teachers, we want to help you guys move forward. We don't want you guys stuck. We don't want you guys dependent on us. No, we want you guys like, oh, I had this question, I got the answer, and now I can move forward with my business and make money. And hey, if I have another question, I'll come back. Right? Like we'll be here if you guys have more questions down the road. But that's why some of the calls can go long. Yeah. And hey, that just happens. I know I'm not trying to. I can only talk for us, right? So any other coaches say, hey, I'm only here for 45 minutes. Get your questions in. Oh, it's too late. You can't ask your question. No, we don't roll that way. We'll answer every single question because we want you guys to succeed and move forward. We want to earn that 5-star feedback from every single student. And to do that, we will over deliver. And sometimes it might seem like a long call, but hey, people stay on the calls. because they're all learning at the same time, just by listening in to other people's questions and getting those answers. But yeah, we are going long. It's already, we've been on here for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That happens. But I don't even know. You still have it pulled up? Is this still available, or is it sold out?
Let's take a look. I do have. I've got the Amazon page pulled up. Let's
see if it's sold out.
Refresh button.
Sells out on our call.
Right. Looks like it is still in stock, but it is now the #1 bestseller in Nintendo Switch games. And unfortunately, cannot find out how many Amazon has in stock, because they are able to block all of the different tools and things that you might be able to use, and you can only order one on Amazon. So hard to know whether they've got one in stock or if they've got 5,000 in stock, but I would imagine it's probably not that many, and they'll probably sell out pretty soon.
All right, well, let's give everybody one last kind of bonus tip here. It's something maybe you haven't thought of in a while, and I haven't seen it in a while. But typically what happens when Amazon sells out of a product is it'll look just like it looks like right now, and then they're going to have a small period of time where it's going to say, in stock, ships from Amazon, ships in 1 to 2 days. Right? And they kind of put a little buffer in there as they're like, how much do we have? Do we have enough? Do we have enough? All right, we can take a couple more orders. Okay, can we take a few more? Yeah, we can still take a few more orders. How about now? And then it goes out of stock. So if you start seeing in stock ships in 1 to 2 days, they're about to sell out. And hey, don't take my word for it. See if they actually sell out, and then watch that Keepa graph and see if the orange disappears and be like, oh yeah, they're sold out. And now they're back. And they'll actually come back. I call them little blips. They'll be back in stock for like 5-10 minutes, and Keepa will pick it up with like a little orange line. And that's where like Amazon's they don't want to oversell. So they will be like, okay, we got 5. We got 5 we can sell. We good? Okay, list 5 more.
Oh, someone in the chat just said Luigi sold out, and I just checked, and Amazon is out of stock.
Did they have it in stock though?
Yeah. They had Luigi when we went live.
Oh no, I thought you only had Mario. I didn't buy Luigi.
You've got Luigi right behind you.
But I didn't buy an extra Luigi I only bought the extra Mario. Oh, darn it.
Now, Luigi's out of stock on Amazon. Mario is still in stock. But I would imagine, so
I see it on Keepa right now. Keepa had it for 99. I wish I bought one, because I would love to pair these up. And I have 3 more Marios coming, and I have 1 extra. So I have 4 extra Marios that don't have Luigi's.
That'd be
6 Marios and 2 Luigi's.
That'd be a fun little bundle to make. You could probably charge a good amount over retail for.
Well, there's something a little extra that's going on. So we'll give one more. I keep saying one more tip. We'll give one more tip right here. There are already sellers who are selling this bundled with a Nintendo Switch. And I'm not even sure. I've tried to find on the box if you need the game, or if you just download and you can play it without the actual Mario Kart game. I'm thinking you don't need the actual Mario Kart game. But what they're doing is they're adding in a little screen cleaner to make it unique, so that no one else. So it's the bundle. It's the Switch. It's the Mario Kart and a screen cleaner, so that no one can jump on it. And hey, good for them. Personally, I'm not into making high-priced bundles like that, because I don't want to deal with any potential returns. And now I got this $500-$600 return sitting on my hands, and I'm like, does it work? I got to open up the Mario Kart, and is there anything wrong? Like, that ain't a game that I'm looking to play. But you guys can make your own custom bundles. Just make sure it actually provides value, because I'm not sure a screen cleaner is providing a lot of value in the eyes of the Amazon overlords, who are going to look at that listing and be like, no.
Yeah, no, it's not going to cut
it. That's how they talk in Australia. They say, no, for no. Yeah, no. That don't count. But yeah, there's a lot to learn around arbitrage and Amazon Flex. It's Q4. Like, this is just a time to have some fun, man.
Yes.
And yeah, pretty much if you take the OA challenge and complete it, so we can actually send you an OA challenge completion medal. We'll actually send you one of these shiny things when you complete the challenge. It's 2 weeks. It starts on Monday. Once Monday rolls around, you can't get in.
You know what else I got, which I haven't gotten out to anybody yet. And these were supposed to be bigger. I made a little mistake, but I picked up some OA challenge stickers for your computer too. So I'm gonna be shooting those out to people. It's kind of fun. Thought that would be cool.
Yeah, so you join the challenge. We send you stuff. We send you stickers. You got some other stuff that you want to send out. We send you books. We send you OA challenge completion medals. And this is really about building a business and kind of positioning yourself for the lifestyle that most people want to leave or lead, of having freedom. Being like, I get to do what I want when I want, because I know that I can run my business and I can make money from home on my own schedule. I can place my orders at night. If you're a night owl, you can get up early. If you're an early riser, whatever you want to do. And there's so many ways to remotely get things done. I mean, it's so much better. I mean, I wish I had a smartphone back in the day when I drove trucks around to Home Depot and all this stuff. Because, like, we had cell phones, but like none of them had cameras on them. So I don't have it documented how like old school used to be. And now it's like, oh my goodness, it's almost like it's fun again. It's like a new type of fun.
It is. It really is. We got one question, then we're gonna hit it. I know Chris has got family that needs to give his attention to. I've got a kiddo that needs some attention. Can we get the book outside of the USA? So we are not able to ship the book outside of the US. It's like $70, and there's just not enough margin there. But you do get a PDF version that you can download to a Kindle, to any type of device, and read it PDF. That is zero problem at all.
Print it if you want.
Yeah, print it out. I will be honest, I buy notes from conferences that I go to when conferences were a thing that were happening and we saw people in real life.
Yeah, remember that?
I would always buy the notes because I know that I would miss something, and then I would print them out on my own printer or at Kinko's, and so I could have them bound really nicely. And it cost me $20, but it's always worth it because I tend to go through that. Ryan, this OA challenge is going to be lit. It'll set the tone for Q4. That is the entire plan. And Tycoon says, I want a t-shirt. We've actually got some ideas.
We should get some t-shirts. Yeah, we'll merch it up.
We've got some ideas for t-shirts coming for the OA challenge, and we've also got some folks in our monthly group who are going to be hitting 10K and 100K. Probably going to hit some shirts for those kind of folks on our dime even. So we've got some cool things coming down the road. So we're going to get through this OA challenge, get through what's going to be a very busy Q4, a very profitable Q4 this year. I mean, it's easy to say this is going to be the biggest Q4 ever. I feel like Trump speaking like that. It's going to be huge.
Do the hand stuff.
That's right. It's going to be huge. Kind of like this. But it
really will be, without a doubt. Even compared to other years where, yes, it was going up, with the COVID stuff, like it has absolutely shot up. It's like 10 years of growth happened in 1 year. And, the technology updates that these stores have done that allow people to lock in their products they go pick up. Yeah, it's made this super fun, super profitable. And yeah, we want to help as many people as possible see some of those profits here in the fourth quarter. And the OA challenge, like doing a challenge 14 straight days, is going to get people to change their habits, change their mindset, actually start taking action versus, guys, you can just go take action right now if you want, but most of y'all won't. But if you go through 14 days, you're going to be like, hey, I get it now. I have all my questions answered. I'm motivated. I've been with a group of other people who are also motivated, who took the challenge. You're going to start seeing some real results by doing that. That's why we do the challenge format, because it works.
Yes, it does. All right, guys, if you are curious, drop a question. We'll be back. I think we're going to end up going live tomorrow, maybe.
We'll go tomorrow, and we're going to talk about this thing.
Oh, nice.
And I picked up this today, too. I was at Target. I might as well pick up the top toys.
Might as well.
And see what's going on in here, because Target has exclusive, Amazon has exclusives, but that's why there's so much to talk about. We can't cover exclusives today. We've already talked for 48 minutes.
Yeah. So head over to the OAchallenge.com. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit more, get you guys ramped up and ready and revved up for Q4. Chris, appreciate you, man. I will talk to you soon.
See ya.